Yeah. Good morning. Today is Monday, October 6th, 2025. It is 10:01 a.m., and I call this meeting of the Platte County Commission to order. Commissioner Burbick, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item on our agenda is the approval of the agenda.
I move approval of the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Parker?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Banner?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda is the consent calendar.
I move to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Parker?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Banner?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next on the agenda is business action items. We have two of these to be presented by Platte County Auditor Kevin Robinson, and the first of which is 2025 RES 063. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kevin Robinson, Platte County Auditor. The first item before you this morning is a request to hold a public hearing to consider amendments to the 2025 county-approved budget. That would be at the next session on October 20th at 10 a.m. Proposed amendments will be made available by October 10th, this next Friday, before 10 a.m. Of course, those are made available either through my office or through the website. With that, I respectfully request for public hearing on October 20th.
I move to approve 2025-RES-063, a public hearing request to amend the 2025 budget.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Parker?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Banner?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025 CO 136.
Commissioners, 136 is a 2-year extension between Platte County and RSM USA for independent audit services for fiscal years 2025 and 2026. The benefit of extending our current contract with them with ARPA in single audit requirements and their institutional knowledge versus going out to bid and making the conversion while we have so much going on, it makes more sense. And just as a backstory, RSM has always done what I asked in the original bid, which is fresh eyes every year at the ground level. And obviously this year was reflective of they are finding and really thoroughly looking at things. So I do think it would be more efficient and more effective for the county to extend this current contract with RSM. With that, I respectfully request approval on this extension.
Before we get to the motion, can I ask you a couple questions? When did they start working for the county?
I'm sorry.
When did they start working for the county?
When I took office in 11, we had Cochran and Head. We went out to bid for the 2012 audit. Fiscal year 2012 was the first
Okay,
year.
so about 13 years, uninterrupted. And this is a 1-year extension?
It's a 2-year extension.
2-year extension. Okay, so they would be doing 2 more of the annual audits.
Correct.
Okay. I move that we table this. Okay. Nobody second?
Oh, second.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. We
Are
can discuss
there any
this.
comments? All in favor? Or, I'm sorry, clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Parker?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Banner?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. It's tabled. We'd like to discuss it with you further, if that's okay.
Absolutely, Commissioner.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
Next on the agenda, 2025 CO 142 to be presented by Commission Counsel Rob Redmond.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Rob.
Originally, I planned on coming with the order, asking the commission to consider entering an order that complies with RSMO 137.395, which allows the commission the authority to establish a system of bookkeeping to facilitate and expedite the assessment, calculation, extension, and collection of taxes. It's going to be a little bit more complicated than what I originally thought to get an order that's going to do what we anticipate it to do. So I'm asking the commission to consider tabling this at this time.
Okay.
I move to table 2025-CO-142.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to table this item. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanager?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, we have 4 items to be presented by Parks and Rec Director Daniel Erickson, first of which is 2025 CO 138. Good morning, Daniel.
Morning, Commissioners. Daniel Erickson on behalf of the Platte County Parks Department. With Commission's permission, I'm going to do CO 138 and 139 together
Okay.
as they are interrelated. This is related to the Prairie Creek Greenway resurfacing project. Prairie Creek Greenway is a very popular greenway trail network located just south here, Platte City. It has been in service probably 20 years. It was built, the main trunk of the trail was built through the parks tax. Other sections were built by developers and donated to the park system. So it's a large network of approximately 7 miles worth of trail. This project is to resurface the entire network. It's an asphalt trail. Most of the trails that were built today are concrete, but this one was originally built with asphalt. It's held up pretty well, but I think Darby back there, usually road asphalt lasts about 10 or 12 years. Trail asphalt will last roughly 20 years. So we've gotten a good life out of that first lift of asphalt. So this will hopefully it'll be a very significant project. We'll have the trail in good shape for another 20 years. The funds for this project, we have established a capital maintenance fund in the parks operations side of the budget. So this is a significant long-term capital maintenance project under that fund. So with that, we did go out to seek bids for this important project. I believe we received 5 separate bids. The lowest and best bid was submitted by Superior Bowen Asphalt Company, LLC. So CO 138 is to a bid award to that company. CO 139 is a contract award between Platte County and Superior Bowen. The contract amount is for $960,000 and $960,883.40. The funds have been certified as available, as I mentioned, through the Parks Maintenance Fund by the county auditor. The county attorney has, Mr. Redmond, has reviewed the contract. It does adhere to our contractual standards. So with that, the staff recommends you approve both CO 138 and CO 139 to begin this important project.
I move to approve 2025-CO-138 to award the bid to Superior Bowen for Prairie Creek Greenway resurfacing.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanager?
Yes.
The motion carries 3-0.
I move approval of 2025-CO-139, the contract award to Superior Bowen for the Prairie Creek Greenway Trail resurfacing.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fryerson?
Yes.
Commissioner Herbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanager?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. Next is 2025 CO 140, which I think you're going to take together with 141.
Correct. Thank you, sir.
That's fine.
These are a bid award and contract award. This relates to what we're calling the Running Horse Road Trail Construction Project. The boundaries of this project are from in and around the intersection of 136 and Highway and Running Horse Road, 136 and Running Horse, again, just south of Platte City. This is an extension of the Prairie Creek Greenway system we just were talking about. The goal of this project is to connect the Prairie Creek Greenway Trail to the Platte Cities network, in particular the community center and the library. So it's a nice connection to make. We'll be expanding some existing sidewalk, filling in some areas that don't have a trail, creating a safe pedestrian crosswalks at the intersection of 136 and Running Horse, and creating a sidewalk connection into the Timber Park neighborhood, which therefore leads you to the trailhead. So we took this out to bid. We did get several bids. After analysis, it was determined that the lowest and best bid related to meeting the requirements was a company called Julius Kaz Construction Company Incorporated. So we are recommending that we select that company for this bid award. The contract, again, was reviewed by the county auditor. Certified funds are available. These are capital dollars that we're using out of the Parks Fund. $712,420. The attorney, Mr. Redmond, reviewed the contract and certified it meets our standards for contract. Great project. We're excited about getting started. Staff recommends you approve CO 140 and CO 141.
This will be concrete.
This will be concrete. Good question.
I move to approve 2025-CO-140 bid award to Julius Kaz Construction for Running Horse Trail construction.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this. Are there any comments? So you said this does connect Running Horse Ranch and the community center? I mean, not Running Horse Ranch, I mean the Prairie Creek
Yeah,
Greenway.
it'd be a sidewalk by making, because it's one of the things we wanted to do. There is a sidewalk system within the Timber Park neighborhood, but as of right now, there isn't a good way for those folks to get to the trail that we're building up to the community center. And so we're building a sidewalk on the south side of 136th Street to connect their sidewalk system, get them to the intersection. And once you're into their sidewalk system, then you connect to the main trail.
Okay.
And so in theory, trail, sidewalk, it'll create that connection.
Okay.
And unfortunately, without a good way to people cross where they feel they'll just run across a road. And we wanted to eliminate that so we're going to get them to the intersection, create crosswalks, it's a controlled intersection. So instead of people trying to dodge the 5 lanes of traffic to get across to the trail, we're going to get them to the intersection where they can cross safely.
Great. I mean, is Eric County more committed to trails than Platte County? I mean, we had a ribbon cutting on
Yeah, I know.
Thursday of the Thousand Oaks Brush Creek Trail Connector, which is a fantastic trail.
Yeah.
Through the Parks Department, we have a ribbon cutting on Saturday. Commissioner Vanover and I were there.
Yeah.
That's a really nice trail. 3/4 of a mile in a town that could never have afforded that. And we have these 2 projects. We have North Brush Creek Trail being planned and Amity to McHenry Park, and then 2 more trails in Platte City. I mean, this is really a commitment to the trail
Yeah.
system. I'm pretty
Yeah,
proud of it.
we love trails in part. We love playgrounds and those things too, but trails are largely universal as far as who can use them. Like a ball field, unless you're between the ages of 8 and 14, that's who's using them. Trails, old, young, everybody between loves them and uses them. So we're a big supporter of trails.
Yep. Any further comments?
This connection, I have personal experience there. I lived in Timber Park, right off the neighborhood, right off this trail, when my kids were in strollers and then learning to ride bikes. And it's just terribly frustrating to live in a place where you can see the library, but you can't safely push a stroller to the library because you have to go across multiple lanes of traffic in an uncontrolled intersection. So I'm ecstatic that we're finally getting this one done. That the families that live near 136th Street and Running Horse can get through that interchange safely, pushing strollers and kids that are learning how to ride bikes. So very happy to support this project.
Any further comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0.
I move approval of 2025-CO-141, the contract award to Julian Kaz Construction for the Running Horse Road Trail construction.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Are there any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanover?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Daniel. Next on the agenda, 2025 CO 137 to be presented by Platte County Treasurer Christopher Kendall. Morning, Chris.
Good morning.
I see on the consent agenda you get sworn in.
I got sworn in for like the 3rd time. I think it's the last.
Are we done now? Are we
I
official?
think we're good. I'm actually here now. I come before you today with asking for approval of an agreement with Rapid Financial Solutions. It's not as fun as a park or trail, but it's something we need. And what this is for is to issue either prepaid cards, checks, or digital funds to primarily jurors, but it can also be used to refund bonds and other court functions. A little background on it. Right now, whenever we have a juror pool that we have to pay out, we're issuing $11 checks to dozens of people, many of which never get cashed and just lay there. And the average cost of issuing a check on the low side that I've seen studies is over $6. And so the cost of issuing these cards through Rapid is 73 cents per card. And they handle all of the customer service, all of the loading, they handle all of the backside work. We will basically just make a journal entry for that and we're finished. Today, we have to account for those things as, we have to report them to the state after so many years. We have to track them for 7 years. And it's going to be a tremendous savings on work, let alone just the initial cost.
I move to approve 2025-CO-137 for an agreement with Rapid Financial Solutions for all the things the treasurer's
All
office
that
needs.
stuff.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on this item. Are there any comments?
Thanks, Chris, for bringing the treasurer's office into the century. It's
We're getting
great. It's great to see government do business like regular business does.
Yeah. And we love to hear the terms, a tremendous savings.
Yes, yes.
So that's very
I'll
positive.
make a note to put that in my future. Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Thanks. Well, we haven't voted yet. Hold on. It may not go through, we don't know.
That's true.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Freiberg,
Yes.
Commissioner Berger,
Yes.
Commissioner Vanacker.
Well, yes.
Okay, that motion does carry
Well, now I
3-0.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Next on our agenda, announcements from county office holders and staff. Looks like we have one from Bob Heim, who is going to be handled by US.
No, I actually have something interjecting here.
Oh, yes.
Good morning, Commissioners, Westminster County Administrator. Just wanted to pass along Midwest Public Risk, our health insurance provider, recently had a walking challenge. We had a couple of teams that participated, and I just wanted to let the commission know that a team that somebody forced me to be on, we finished ninth place. So county employees Mike Werblow, Jackie Halloran, Kim Wyatt, and mostly Heather Hansen, who drug me along here, and myself completed, I don't know how many steps, but quite a few, but we did finish ninth out of about 90 teams statewide, and we had a couple of other teams that also participated, and I don't know exactly. I know Commissioner
Yeah, the
Berber
team that I
one
was
of them.
on, we got 80th place.
Ouch.
I tried.
Anyway, staff just wanted to acknowledge my teammates who put up with quite a few late night, last minute texts to get their steps in. But it was a fun event. Encourage all county employees and elected office holders to participate when they have another one come up in the spring.
That's great. Sounds good. Thanks, Wes. Is Bob Heim, it looks like he's not here this morning. Oh, Darby, are you taking Bob's place this morning on his comments?
I have the bids and I.
Bid opening? Oh, we have a bid opening. Okay, yeah.
I have the bids.
So we can go ahead and,
Okay.
Okay.
and what is the project? Darby, do you know?
This is the Crooked Road Bridge.
Crooked Road South Bridge.
Crooked Road South Bridge, okay.
From 45 Highway south
Right.
to
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
towards Walnut Creek.
Yes. Okay, so our first bid to open is the Lewis Company LLC. Perhaps we're just gonna have to say C bid, I don't know. I actually don't see a dollar amount, I'm sure it is in here. Okay. Let's see here, subtotal items, there's a lot of items listed, it's not super straightforward. But it looks like perhaps a total contract value of $1,198,556.50.
And who is the bidder?
This is for Lewis Company LLC.
Okay.
So that's the Lewis Company. Next, we have Realm Construction. Realm Construction's total contract bid is $1,354,964.30. And then our third bid is from Widell Incorporated. Total contract, $1,084,821.75. And those are the three bids. That concludes opening.
Okay, please refer those to the Public Works Department Director, Bob Heim, for review and recommendation to the commission. Thank you. Any further announcements from county office holders and staff? This is the public comment section. I do have two people that have requested to make a public comment. We have a 5-minute maximum, just so you know. The first is Phyllis Verrill. Please come up to the microphone, state your name and your address, please. Yeah, yes, you want this?
I'm sorry, Phyllis Verrill.
Can you move that microphone closer?
My name is Phyllis Verrill. I happen to live in Platte County. There is no animal control available in Platte County at this time. We had a problem finding dog rescue in Platte County. On September the 20th, we had a stray dog show up at our home. This dog was in bad shape, limping. 2 days later, another dog showed up. The other dog was still there, so we had our second dog. That dog had a huge tumor hanging right behind his left leg. Both dogs had injuries. We attempted to get them help and to find out who they belonged to. I spoke with the sheriff's department. I spoke with Jackson Animal Clinic. My husband even took pictures up to Jackson Animal Clinic to see if possibly anyone at the clinic had seen these dogs, and if they had, could they tell us who the owners were, or how we could help them. Talked to City Hall. I talked to Joe Vanover, who said, I don't pay taxes in Platte City, and was no help at all. He told me I live in a rural area, so I should be used to getting coyotes and all different kinds of wild animals. These were not wild animals. It was like, too bad you don't pay taxes in Platte City, is what he told me. And I did say, well, I do. When I come into the one grocery store and I fill up my car with gas and I possibly use other facilities in Platte City, I do pay Platte City taxes. So I felt like Platte County was being dumped on, and Platte County's pretty big. Let me see. Dr. Jackson owned the Jackson Animal Clinic for years. He has retired and he has sold his practice. Whoever bought his practice does not do what he did.
where he'd taken other animals. Suggestions were given, but no solutions. We didn't know if these dogs were dumped off or if they were lost, but both appeared to need medical attention. Finally, a neighbor from another street was walking her dog. My husband happened to see her, got to talk to her, and she said, send pictures of the dogs to us. And she is on a program called Next Door, and that's a neighborhood hub for trusted connections, and was real-time safety alerts can be put on there. We appreciate our neighbors and the information that she gave us about Nextdoor. My husband and I are both seniors. We do not do any social media. No Facebook. I worked for years and was on computer. I didn't want to come home and get on another one. So the gist of it is, we thought the only solution we could possibly help with would be maybe when you call the sheriff's department, because I was told to do that several times. Call Parkville, call. The sheriff's department did not have a solution. They don't handle any of it anymore either. So, and I am condensing all of this. We went through actually a whole week of this. So, and we helped the dogs get water. We did not feed them because we thought that's where they'll think they can stay. So anyway, I don't know if possibly the sheriff's department would give the idea out if someone calls them and they have some strays and would say, there is something called Nextdoor. You could possibly try that. I happen to use DuckDuckGo instead of Google at this time. I do know that it actually explains how to get on Nextdoor and how you can use it. So that is all I have to say at this time. I just was very disappointed. No animal control in Platte County. And I am not sure, and I wish I would have done this part of my homework. I wish I would have found out when Dr. Jackson retired. And we've used Dr. Jackson before. He was amazing. So I wish I would have found out how long has Platte County not had any animal control. Okay, one more thing quickly. The one dog that had the tumor.
I'm sorry, that's 5 minutes. Thank you for your comments. We
Okay.
really appreciate it.
He was dropped off at the pound.
Okay, I have one more card from a Heath Martin. Morning, Heath. Please state your name and your address for the record.
Yep, I'm Heath Martin. I live at 12815 Bethel Terrace. I'm actually an adjacent property owner of the Veros. This is not my hill to die on. I'm not passionate about it, but I am passionate about good governance. It does seem to me that there's a gap right now currently that would fall under the purview of county government for this issue. I experienced a similar item shortly after Doc Jackson had retired with a dog that did not exhibit necessarily violent behavior, but was clearly abandoned and dropped. And so I'm not advocating for people to be able to have their neighbor's dog euthanized. I think a good citizen would talk to the neighbors like we've done, get on the Nextdoor app, try and find out if at all possible. But then at that point, they should be able to call the sheriff's department and say, hey, we've done our due diligence. We can't find an owner. This isn't necessarily a vicious dog. We don't know. But if it's sickly, if it's got bones showing, they should not be, the citizen themselves should not be responsible to go ahead and care for the dog at that point. There should be money allocated to the sheriff's department to come pick it up. I don't love the idea, but if they don't, in lieu of not having a good relationship with the shelter, if there is none, euthanization is the only possible solution that I think is appropriate in that situation. And so I'm just saying that we spend millions of dollars for public safety, public service on these parks, for the paths for our kids to not get hit by a car. What about a kid getting mauled by an abandoned dog because we're like a third world country with wild dogs running around? So I'm just saying going forward, I don't know why I'm getting shaking my voice, sorry about that, but give me a moment. That we should just at least have a discussion of, okay, there's a gap here between dogs that came from neighbors and violent dogs that is not being addressed by the county, that should be currently addressed by the sheriff's department, that a citizen should be able to call and say, hey, we've done our due diligence. This looks like an abandoned dog. The sheriff's department, I think you should still have some sort of animal control unit. Would come out, pick up the dog, make sure that it doesn't have a chip in it. If it does have a chip, obviously the owner should be contacted. Citation should be issued if it's been multiple times or something of that nature. If not, then it should be some arrangement with the sheriff's department and some sort of euthanizing agent to be able to do what needs to be done. That's my public comment. I'm just bringing it before you saying, hey, here's an issue. It's not the biggest issue in the world, but it's something that as the county for quality of life, for public service, for public safety, it should be addressed in these particular narrow situations. That's it.
Thank you for your comments. Are there any further comments from the general public? Are there any commission comments today?
Yes, I have some comments,
Commissioner Burbank.
just related to those public comments. So I am your animal lover commissioner. And I have been since January, very slowly trying to collect information about the state of animal control in the county and the history. I've had multiple conversations with the sheriff and also with the Friends of Parkville Animal Shelter and also with Dr. Parch, who is the doctor who bought Dr. Jackson's veterinarian clinic. So I've talked with them multiple times. Just some pieces of information that I've gathered is that there were around 50 to 60 dogs per year on average that Doc Jackson took in. So around 10 to 12 per month. Dr. Parch bought the practice in 2021, and she ceased taking dogs in 2022 because of the massive burden that it was causing on her practice, both financially, morale, if you want to call it that, with her staff, just the strain of time, and all of those things. So she made the difficult decision to stop taking dogs in 2022. There also used to be an animal control officer with the sheriff's office, and that line item went away. And I'm not sure why or how, but something that I would love to revisit with the commission. I did talk to the FOPAs, Friends of Parkville. They don't have room for any other pets. They don't have space because they have an agreement with the city of Parkville Police where they take strays from Parkville, and I've been to a tour there. They literally have no space, no extra kennels to take in dogs outside of what the city of Parkville and the Parkville Police bring to them. I had a great conversation with Dr. Parch, but yes, no solutions were brought forward. She's willing to help provide veterinary services if there's a location where these pets can be taken, but she cannot take them in. So there's no solution still, but I just wanted to just provide a little update that I have been doing some research. I've been talking to interested parties, trying to get a little traction, and trying to figure out if there's a place in the budget where we can put this line item back in and at least provide some relief, at some level before there's a better solution perhaps down the road. So.
Sure, that's fine.
I just want to say, I'm not advocating for county resources to be used for a shelter that's county controlled or county run. If someone in their altruistic desires wants to do that with their own finances, I'm great with that. That's fine, great. But I'm just asking and just suggesting that at least the resource be given for the sheriff's department to be able to respond. And I think this is the only other comment I have is I think it's an underrepresented issue because when you call the sheriff's department, the dispatch says, I'm sorry, we don't have anything. And so you don't ever hear about it because the citizens, most of them, they just have to try and figure something out on their own and take it to Clay County, Jackson County, somewhere else in the greater Kansas City area. So they're What I'm just saying is advocating for discussion on resources being provided for the sheriff's department to have something to address this particular little narrow
Yeah,
window.
I totally agree.
between strays
And
and
Dr.
vicious
Parch and I
dogs.
agreed that we don't have the county resources. We're not going to build a shelter, but does Dr. Parch know some other vets? Are there other shelters like Faux Paws and Wayside Waves and Kansas City Pet Project that we can do something collaborative for space? Yes, so something needs to be done, and we hear often people, residents email the commission with other concerns. We just got one last week. We get them often. So there are a lot of people who have this same concern
I'm
as you.
not a dog hater. I don't want to kill every dog. I got slobber from my dog this morning on my jeans right now. I'm just saying there is an issue and that sometimes you have to put a dog down, even if it's not violent, if it's excess and if it's abandoned and it's clear and the chip isn't there. So not a shelter from county funds, but just for that purpose of
Yep.
youth. That's all.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Yes,
And
thank
the
you.
dispatch would be helpful more so than what they are.
Yes, thank you.
Are there any additional comments from the general public? Oh, we are on the commission
Commission
comments.
comments.
Yes. Are there any further commission comments? No. Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Berger?
Yes.
Commissioner Vandenberg?
Yes.
That motion carries 3-0. It's 10:37 a.m. and we are adjourned. We will move right into our next session.